When you redo your household budget to accommodate for rising prices, what are the first things that you cut out? Hi, I'm Katie Clark, co-founder of Spotted Dog Yoga. Welcome to Play Hard and Love Big Radio, where Nick and I talk about just ways to lead a more conscious and purposeful life. We each have our individual takes on things that we share with you weekly. So back to my question at the beginning, when you are looking at your household budget for your family and you need to cut things out, maybe because of rising costs that have been going on for some time now, or, other reasons, what are the first things that you cut out? And I asked this question because I was recently looking at some of this in our own household. And some of the things that we spend the most money on in our household are healthy things like organic food, grass-fed meats, supplements, vitamins, those kinds of things which make us healthier. And they tend to be on the more expensive side. However, when I was thinking about this and looking at this, what I also was looking at is that Nick and I have considerably cut back our drinking habits since the summer. We noticed, and a lot of us I know did, and you can look up many, many articles online about this, that alcohol consumption went up in 2020 considerably, and it has continued to be up at those new numbers and maybe even a little bit higher. So alcohol is not typically something that folks cut out, apparently. Naturally, when, they need to cut costs or create a budget in their household. And though we did that just simply because we wanted to feel better, back in the summer. And so we haven't been drinking as much. We drink socially here and there if we have people over or if we go to friends' houses for dinner, things like that. But we've really cut back on our alcohol consumption, which has been a really large savings for us. And so I was thinking about it and I'm like, wow, I wonder if people, when they create a budget, if the first things that they look to cut out are the healthier things rather than the unhealthy things. And so I just want to presence that. Also because, as parents, I think sometimes we tend to be wanting to be selfless and like wanting to give to our children. We tend to cut things out for ourselves first or, take away things that we want first before our children. And what I also want to say about that is that it's not selfish to take care of yourself. And it's really actually the most important thing you can do as a parent is take care of yourself, because the thing that your kids care most about is you. And your kids really, at the end of the day, they don't care about the toys that they get. They don't care about, that type of stuff, the material things. Your kids at the end of the day care about you. They care about time spent with you. They care that you listen to them. They care that you last. Your children want you to live a long time. And I know that you want to live a long time so that you can be with your children when they're grown and grandchildren potentially. And so my overall point with this is when you're looking at rising costs and you're like, whoa, I need to create a budget, I need to cut things out, I need to cut costs, just consider what it is that you go to first to cut out. And instead of cutting out the healthy things like your exercise memberships, whether it's yoga or gym or whatever, your healthy foods, your vitamins, your supplements, things like that actually can save you money long term because you're not maybe getting sick and you're not developing diseases and you're not having to spend as much on medical care. Long term, spending the money on those healthy things actually saves you money. And beside the point of money, taking care of yourself now and moving forward is the best thing that you can do for yourself and your family. And really, 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 like, just think about your longevity and your children and the things that really matter. And the things that really matter are family and connection and love and, the material things. Really, at the end of the day, they don't cut it. And also, consider, if you have to cut costs, cut out some of those unhealthy things. Maybe you don't cut alcohol out totally. Nick and I haven't done that, but I can tell you we don't keep alcohol, like we don't keep beer in our refrigerator right now. We used to always just have beer in the fridge. It was easy to just grab a beer here and there. But we don't buy it now unless we are having some sort of a social event. And it's really made such a difference, not only like I said, within our budget, but also just in the way we feel. We sleep better. We have more energy. We're less likely to skip workouts because we feel better. We eat healthier. We're better and more present with our children because we're not feeling yucky from drinking. And there are other things that are unhealthy. Think about the amount of time you spend watching TV. Maybe you don't need 4 different subscriptions to different streaming services to watch TV. Maybe you could do something else with your time, like meditate or read, learn a skill, something of value to you and your family. And I'm not knocking TV either. But like, consider like the balance of your life, and instead of just cutting out like what could maybe be the most expensive things, but maybe they're the healthy things, look at balance, like an 80-20 or 90-10 perspective on your life, like 80 or 90% healthy choices, and then having that 10 to 20% of, whatever you want to call it, cheating, indulging in things that maybe aren't as healthy for you. So that came up for me this week, and thinking about that and thinking about how much better I've been feeling since we really cut back on our alcohol intake, and just having it around, how much more productive we've been, and just how overall, again, it's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's actually the most important thing that you can do for you, for your children, for your partner, for your family, because, the people that love you, they want to have you in their life. And ultimately, that's what matters most. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.